Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and it's another day in paradise in beautiful Las Vegas. I was out this morning, and it was absolutely incredible. Just want to, before I forget, we have to support the Knights. They've got to win in Colorado. That would be awesome. So hopefully they're going to win tonight. So I just wanted to put that up there because I really want them to win. And let's talk about the stats today. It's June the 8th. 8 days in, and we have 19 days of inventory. You know, that makes me feel good. We did 156 under contract yesterday, and we listed 121. As long as it's more than 100, I think we'll be okay. We're selling 130 a day, so somewhere in between there. I know we have some other things going on. Things fall out of escrow, things come back on the market and all that. But this is a pretty good bird's eye view of what happens in the market. And, you know, I'm trying to make this pretty generic so that you can print it out in the group and carry it with you. So when people ask you, you know, what's going on in the market, or they see that you're wearing your badge, right? Because you shouldn't be a secret agent. You should wear your badge. And then when you wear your badge and they say, how's real estate? This market's really booming. You can say, yeah, look at these stats. And buyers are buying because of the low interest rates, and sellers are selling because they have equity. And we find them a home sometimes even before they put their home on the market, so that they're not worried about where they're going to move to. So you need to get that type of a pitch or dialogue, however you want to call it, you know, to where it rolls off your tongue so that you get more business. Because what I told you yesterday, I mean, there's millions of pent up sellers, you know, in the next year, 6 months, and then a year, people that really do want to sell. And so have your stats ready to give them. Tell them, you know, we're selling 130 homes a day, but we're listing just about as many. And, you know, you can say, I get these stats every day. And if I can help you, just offer your service, you know, offer your service. And you can ask them if the pandemic had any impact on how they feel about their home. And you can tell them people are still moving here. There's so many things in Vegas. I think I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but I think a lot of us take it for granted and in this market. I know I get excited just thinking about if I could just be a real estate agent again and just go out and knock doors and be enthusiastic with the sellers and have a farm. And that's, you know, you have to be able to have self-confidence and know what you're talking about, and not be afraid that if they ask you something, you don't know the answer. So I try to provide that value for you. I'm going to give, let's move on here. I wanted to give a shout out to Sam Coleman. Now, I've known Sam for, going on 3 years now. Excuse me. And I can remember one day when he was almost ready to not know if this is what he wanted to do, because I don't know if you know Sam, but he's very tall. And I think his dream in life was to be a professional basketball player, which I think he almost, if he didn't make it, he almost made it in Texas, I believe. I believe that's the story. I'm going to have him on my show again because he has an awesome story. I can remember when he works under Aaron Taylor, and Aaron continued to inspire him and say, you know, Sam, you've got a great personality. You've got drive. You can do this. And that year, it was about September, and I guess it was 2019, yeah. And Sam thought, okay, I got to get my act together. And he made himself a pledge, if you will. He set a goal. He said, I'm going to sit an open house every day for 90 days. And he started doing that October 1st, and he did. And I think he might have missed Thanksgiving and Christmas, but regardless, he was relentless, and he set open houses for 90 days in a row. Now, you know, sometimes people don't show up, right? Especially in that time of the year. But then there's also people, I thought, well, there's also people driving around. And if you put your signs in the right places and they can see you, they might want to just stop and see, the open house that you're doing. And Sam really thought it out because he kept upping his price range. And so he was sitting open houses in the more expensive neighborhoods. And guess what, everybody? They learned to know, like, and trust Sam. He would have pancakes for breakfast. Good morning, Karen Gachero. How are you, my love? So good to see you. Let me see. Let me put your beautiful face up here. You can almost see that red hair. I love that picture. So anyway, Sam, I was out this morning. My allergies are driving me bananas. But anyway, it's all good. So Sam started sitting open houses in the higher price ranges. And I pulled up his stats today, and he has 3 listings. One is 1.275 million, one is 1.9 million, one is 2.999 million. So he has elevated himself through COVID because, he had his 90 days of open houses, and I forget how many transactions came out of that. And then he continued to market and farm those areas. And he just did what he was told. He was a real soldier. And sometimes that's what we have to do. We just have to believe that if Aaron Taylor says to do this, I'm going to do it. If Aaron Taylor can do it, I can do it. And I think that was part of it. He never admitted that to me, but I always thought, I hope that's what's driving him, because what a mentor Aaron Taylor is. Anyway, I pulled up the stats today. He has sold 15 homes so far this year. And guess what? And these are just resales. I know he does new home sales too. These are just resales. And his total sales is almost 18 million. And his price point averaged out at 1.178 million. And I just think he deserves a great congratulations. And I also know today that he's doing a class and on, let's see, I think, what's his class on today? Is it your database? It might be your database. I'm sorry, I forgot. But anyway, he's doing a class and he's sharing, and just shout out to him. He's doing great. I see him around the office. It was funny. He rented an office in our building for a while, but he's so big and our offices aren't that big. I mean, he's I don't know if he's 6'7", but he's a big guy. And if you look him up on Instagram, and if you look at any of those pictures where he's working out, you don't want to mess with Sam. I'll tell you, he keeps himself spiritually healthy. He keeps his family intact, and he's all about the 5 circles, just like the Buffini, the 5 circles: spiritual, financial, family, business, and his physical well-being. He's just somebody we can look up to.